this case, it just so happens, and this is another thing I have to think had something to do with it. The Abercrombie and Finch case came out. And the Weinstein case was coming out. Okay? So here's the thing. They raid his house. 2 weeks before the raid, they released the videotape the same time they're prosecuting the Abercrombie and Finch guys. Now, the Abercrombie and Finch guys who are really doing trafficking, who have really have an enterprise of getting these young straight men, drugging them and doing all of this kind of stuff, they let them off on a $5 million bail.
Welcome to New York Nizzy TV. I'm your host that smokes the most. They call me New York Nizzy, and I'm with none of this shizzy. Now, this is a brand new channel, so be sure to punch that like and subscribe button so we can build this platform. Now, come on in the room. All I ask is you leave your feelings and emotions outside. Let's just deal with logic and facts and have a real conversation. Since this Diddy trial has been going on and everything that has came out in these court documents, what can you actually say Diddy is guilty of? Now, we all seen the tape with Cassidy. He was dead wrong for that, putting hands and feet on her. But from my understanding, that's the only thing that I've seen he's been guilty of so far. But does that deserve a RICO or a trafficking charge? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say the media has sold us on this whole case. They have sensationalized the shit out of this case, and it's worked. We've all been tuned in. And I've been hearing reporters from New York every day say, out of all the criminal cases they've covered in New York, they have never seen a case this big. Like, people are showing up at the courtroom 5 a.m. just to get in. The media, they sold us on this whole thing. Diddy's house was raided on national TV by Homeland Security with armored tanks. When you seen that, you would have thought they was going in to get El Chapo or Pablo Escobar. They said they found sex tapes, all type of stuff. It comes to found out they found none of that. What did they find? Baby oil. The media, they sold us on this whole thing. And at the same time while all this is going on, you have the CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch charged with trafficking. Yeah. He was finding young boy models, giving them drugs, having them come to sex party and have sex with male executives, promising them a modeling contract with Abercrombie and Fitch. He gets arrested and he gets a $5 million bail. Yet Diddy gets arrested and offers to give up $50 million, surrender his jet, all his passports, all his phones, and wear an anchor monitor. And you know what they said? Sit your black ass in jail. I just want to point out the difference when they deal with us. The rules are always different when the judicial system deals with us. Now, I used to be around the music industry, so I've been to like 3 of Diddy parties. One in Manhattan, one in the Hamptons, and one in Vegas. And all I ever seen was people having the time of their life. But I know some people that used to work for Diddy, and they said, yeah, the rumors were true. He likes what he likes. That's not a crime. That's his business, right? But if Diddy's been this way for years, has anybody stopped to think, why now? Why would the feds run down on him now? Well, let's follow the money, because people have the theory that all this is behind him suing a liquor company called Diageo Liquors. For those that don't know, Diddy had a tequila called De Leon. George Clooney also has a tequila called Casamigos. We all know about Casamigos, right? Casamigos is popping. It's in all the liquor stores. It's in all the clubs. But Diddy was like, damn, how come Casamigos is everywhere and my tequila De Leon is not getting the same love and marketing, right? Now, if you don't know, you need agave, which is like this certain sugar to produce tequila. So Diddy took a trip to Mexico. He finds out that De Leon didn't put any agave aside to make his tequila, but they put all agave aside to make George Clooney's tequila, Casamigos. After that, Diddy sued Diageo Liquors, and he won. He sued for discrimination, and they settled out for some undisclosed amount. And that was in January 2024. Right after that, his LA crib get raided by Homeland Security in March 2024. And then the Cassidy tape leaks in October. So a lot of people believe this is all behind him suing Diageo. Now, Diageo is no small company. They're worth $12 billion. But the company that manages them, right? I'm not even going to say the name because I don't want no smoke with YouTube, but you can look up who manages Diageo Liquor. This company manages 18 trillion in assets. And I ain't stutter. I said trillion with a T. So when you dealing with companies with that much money, if they want to mess with you, they definitely got the bread to do so. Now, like I said, this whole case, we've been sold. It's been sensationalized. It's been like the biggest thing on TV. Now, we can go back and forth and say if Cassie was a victim or if she benefited from being with Diddy or if it was both. But how y'all feel when y'all find out that Cassie was messing with Diddy, Kid Cudi, and the dude that she married, Alex Fine? She was messing with all three of these dudes at the same time. Once again, they sold this whole case. Even with the car bombing, right? When we heard that Diddy blew up Kid Cudi's car, we was like, damn, Diddy really on some mafia shit. But when you think of a car blowing up, right? Isn't this what you think of? Now, that's what I think about when I hear about a car blowing up. But look at these pictures from Kid Cudi's car that they said Diddy blew up. This whole car is still together, man. I think it's like a burn hole in the seat and the sunroof was cracked. When I seen these pictures, I said, oh, man, they gassed the shit out of us, yo. But that's what they did for this whole case. Now, let's talk about 50 Cent, man. Because for the longest, I could not figure out why 50 had so much hate towards Diddy, right? Constantly calling him gay, talking about Diddy offered to take him shopping. But you know what Diddy did to get him back? Diddy put 50's baby moms on a payroll, and she was happy to do freak-offs.
Daphne signed a love contract with Diddy, and he was paying her $10,000 a month. They would go on vacation, stay at lavish hotels, and frequently do ecstasy. During those hotel nights, Daphne would have sex with other men, often escorts, while he watched. She testified on the stand that on the first night he told her not to use condoms, and that sometimes the sessions will last 3 whole days with encounters with multiple men. She says that she fell in love with him and felt that if she didn't keep having the hotel nights, she would lose him. Here's an excerpt from the trial notes. So Daphne said, I had promised him an all-star party. The district attorney says, what's that? She said, I bring the top 3 guys all in at the same night. He said, why? I was with my lover and he liked that. I told him I have to be awake at 8 a.m. I said the last time I got sick. He felt hesitation from me about the all-star party. He asked, does my coochie hurt? You're not being straight with me. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, all-star freak-off game is diabolical. He sent the Punisher, Captain America, Batman, Bert and Ernie. God, 50 Cent deserves full custody after this. So when 50 Cent got word of this, he decided to take it upon himself to post a video to his Instagram with a woman taking 1,000 glizzies to the face. And he put the caption, no caption needed. For years, 50 Cent has been calling her a little sex worker, and we just thought he was trolling, but after seeing all this, we know bro wasn't capping. This might be the reason that 50 Cent has never let off Diddy's neck all these years. Take a look at some of these. Look at this old picture that 50 Cent commented under of Young Miami and Diddy. He wrote the comment, LOL Puffy, you better fix this before I get to Miami or you're going to be stuck playing with my old LOL, you know I don't miss nothing. Justin been knocked off. We keep it player on this side. Here's a clip of 50 Cent and his baby mama Daphne the last time they were seen out in public.
For coming, you know we like to do it really big for my son because he's a really special boy. Me and 50 created a beautiful angel, so yeah, let's go ahead and sing happy birthday, okay?
Now, before I end this video, I just want to play a voicemail that Diddy left Daphne, in case you haven't heard it.
Hey, I really don't know what's going on with you, but I just want to just give you a heads up that I'm about to really disappear on you. You feel me? I'm not going to be playing these games with you at all, at all. So I don't know, you think you silent treating me, and you think I'm going to be, nah. You'll have a rude awakening. You'll just have silence. And ain't nobody threatening you, and I ain't trying to go back and forth with no woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I ain't got no time for no motherfucking games. Where my life is at right now, I don't have no time for no games, baby girl. Me and you could be mad, I could have a spat, we could have whatever. Then after that, you better get on your job. That's really, that's all it is. Cause you got me on my job. Nah, it ain't never gonna work like that over here. You know what I'm saying? I was trying not to leave this message, but you have left me no choice.
From listening to that voicemail, does that sound like a man that's trying to make anybody do anything or be with him? Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think Diddy should be found guilty of. And make sure y'all punch that subscribe and like button. I'm your host that smokes the most. They call me New York Nizzy. Thanks for watching.